than the void one, but that just makes it even sweeter. I mean, look at those numbers. 67, 67, 67. It's crazy. Man, Brogni is fun. Not OP, not busted, just fun, right? He is just a fun-ass champion. And if we put him in lifesteal right now, I think we're going to do okay. We're going to get much further with him. Brogni is rude. Brogni is rude. Now, only thing we did with him is we kept his gear that was so overpowered that we did in the last video. We just switched it to Giant Slayer to test it out. That's all we did. We'll try to get a little bit less critical damage here. We'll do something here. Less damage overall from a boss, sure. And then I don't know if we're going to need this. 230 to 237. Okay, we're good then. Let's just play it. We're not even really concerned how long we last because Brogni's going to die first regardless. Let's just look at the final numbers of our Brogni and see what Reflect does with Giant Slayer. Counterattack. There we go. Ally Protect. And we're off. All right, let's see how much damage we get. We should add a whole bunch of Reflects right then. Reflect along with Giant Slayer procs right then. Although we didn't have decreased defense or weaken up, which kind of sucked, to give us more damage, but that's okay. Brogni is bringing in the damage, and at the end of the fight, that Giant Slayer proc should go off of him, right? It should go off of him doing damage is what we're hoping for. So we should see a big number for him. I'm hoping. I'm sure it's going to calculate off of his damage done, and it should be pretty sweet for the damage that he could do. His Reflect is like a counterattack, right? It's pretty damn strong. I mean, look at all these numbers that fly up. I want to have a decreased defense up, though. I want to see him bigger. Look at that. 42, 42, 42. I mean, we saw a crazy amount of Giant Slayer. And then 50, 50, 50, 50, all the rest. Because it's hitting twice right now. It's underneath. It's underneath 50% HP, so it's giving us more hits than the void one. But that just makes it even sweeter. I mean, look at those numbers. 67, 67, 67. It's crazy. Man, Brogni is fun. Not OP, not busted, just fun, right? He is just a fun-ass champion. And if we put him in lifesteal right now, I think we're going to do okay. We're going to get much further with him. You won't last till 35? Yeah, we're not trying to last, man. This is not a competition to try to do as much damage as possible. This is just to show that Brogni can do this. So if you have an unkillable comp with 2 man-eaters, which I hope you do, or like an unkillable, like a budget unkillable with a Painkeeper and something else, you could put Brogni in there along with your 2 other DPSers, as long as one of those DPSers gives you that decreased defense and that weaken and whatever else you need, and you're going to get some damage. You're going to get some more damage output out of your team. This is what the whole purpose of it is to do. It's not like we're trying to break any kind of records with Clan Boss with a non-unkillable. I could care less about a non-unkillable. What we're trying to show is what Brogni can do for your team on your Clan Boss. That way you feel confident using him in your lifesteal gear if you don't have leech, and knowing that he's going to pull off some serious damage. He's going to help you out with the shields, with the block debuffs, right? Block debuffs for 2 turns on a 3-turn cooldown to stop that stun, and then also give you a massive amount of damage whenever you have shields up with your people. It's pretty damn crazy. Pretty damn crazy. Yo, did Layla come in, or did I just see a Layla emote? Add leech debuff to test who the shield procs heal. Who the shield procs heal. Probably him. I would assume him. I don't think that they're not gonna heal the other allies. How broken would that be? Like right now, everybody would get a massive amount of heals if that was the case, right? It would be crazy. A leech would just like heal everybody up to full. It would probably heal him crazily to full though. On your alt clan boss with Martyr, Bad L, Altan, and the crit. What a fun team to watch. Nice. Why do I want to nerf this guy? What are you talking about, nerf this guy? First off, it's a bug. Let's just be serious about this. It is a bug. No other champion in the game does this off a Reflect or anything else. It's been tested. No other champion in the game does any kind of artifact stats off of a Reflect. You can take out Angar, you can take out Fellhound, you can take out anybody else. It is a bug. It is absolutely a bug. What are you talking about? It is no other... It's not working as intended. It is not working as intended. So if it does get changed, we can't cry about it. I don't want it to get changed because I think it's fun as hell. But of course, we're going to do videos showing our max potential for him with the way it's working right now. Now, if it gets changed, there's no reason to cry. The thing is, if they're not going to change it, are they going to come out with a statement? That's what everybody wants, is a statement saying that it's not going to change. Most people just want that. They want to say, hey, is it not going to change? Because if it's not, then we're good. Before they fix this bug, Yeah. What masters are you going with on Brogni? Just Giant Slayer. That's it. But he doesn't have lifesteal gear on, so he's really getting beat up. He's really getting beat down. He's not going to last long like this. And then once he falls down, the rest of the team's going to fall out really quickly. Should do it. It doesn't. All reflect damage does not do it. Oh, all of it should do it to make it more useful. That would be fun. It's a bug, and it's the coding on how they did Brogni, right? Ooh, Sepulchre just saved Brogni with 0 damage there. Put him in unkillable team? There's no reason to. There's no reason to put him on my unkillable team. First off, I don't have room. Did you see all those heals he got right then? Oh, he's getting healed back from Life Drinker. So as long as he's under 50% HP and he does all that damage, even with that damage from Giant Slayer, from everybody else on shields, his Life Drinker was healing him back pretty good. But he's going to get too low here. Get shields up, Brogni. Get shields up before this next turn. Come on, before the boss takes the turn. Get your shields up to heal. Buddy, he's not doing it. Okay, I think he's going to have one more turn here. Is he going to be speed? There he goes. Okay. Can he heal and absorb it enough? No. He took the single. He took the single. Frozen Banshee with a lot of procs as well on herself, along with those poisons, because counterattack and putting up so many poisons. That's pretty damn good for a guy who otherwise wouldn't do anywhere near this damage. So I can get better. You're crazy, brother. You're crazy. Who is this real black guy? Dude, you're out of your damn mind. They will probably nerf him, but not for a while. Well, it would be a bug fix. It wouldn't be a nerf in the first place. Yeah, I'll damage Razin, of course, because he's getting up all those procs for sure. It's wild. It is wild what we can do. Good damage. Everybody can do good damage in this game, my man. Everybody in the world can do good damage in this game, and he has good multipliers on his A2. Really good multipliers. The problem is that his attack is so low. So if you want to know this right here, you don't even need to watch a content creator for that. If you want to know what's going on, and if you want to see something amazing, because saying that he does good damage is silly. I mean, I hate it when people in here say that this champion can do damage. It's the silliest statement in the world. They can all do damage. But for the most part, the biggest thing that you need to look at, Brogni cannot do damage. He actually has really high multipliers, but his damage is shit because of his attack. So when we go over here and we look at, so you go to any of my YouTube videos, you go down here to multipliers, we come over here to Brogni, we go Brog and the knee, and we look at his multipliers and we look at his damage done. It's not a lot. So we go over here to his multipliers. Multiplier looks insane on his A2. It looks completely insane. We got a multiplier 6.6 of his attack on his A2. 6.6 on an AoE is nuts. Nutty nuts. But the actual calculated damage, because his attack is so low, is 5,677, which means they're taking into consideration all sorts of really high attack. So his average for this AoE, even though you see this really high multiplier, is crappy. It's even lower than somebody like Astralon, who has a 4 multiplier on his AoE. Astralon does like 7,000 calculated damage. So it's not even close. Just because you see this big number here, he does average damage on his AoE. Very average damage. Now we go to somebody like Astralon, who has a really high attack has a really high base attack. What is Astralon? Astrolith? Is that Astralon? Yeah, that's him. So we go to Astralon. So saying that he can do damage is very misleading. He does very average damage on his AoE. So we go to Astralon that has a 4 times multiplier, but his attack is actually 1400 or something like that. And look at that. Look at that calculated damage. 7,771. So please learn what you're talking about and don't say that he does some sick ass damage, because he doesn't. He does very average damage. Can you build him to do damage? Yes. Is he a straight up murderer damage dealer? No, he does average damage on his AoE. That's it. Yeah, so don't be misled. Know the information. Check the information for yourself. Know the info. Is it fun to do him in damage? You can. But that's not the way I would build him. That's not the way that anybody else would build him. You want HP gloves, HP chest, speed boots.